Next section, creativity. Creativity is a phenomenon whereby something new and somehow valuable is formed. The created item may be intangible, such as idea, a scientific theory, a musical composition, a joke, a physical object such as an invention, a literary work, or painting. Etymology of creativity. Its word comes from Latin term create, make, creators. In English, as early as 40th century. Can you define creativity? Creativity has a rare capacity for developing insight, sensitivities, and appreciations in a circumscribed content area of intellectual or artistic activities. Nature and characteristics of creativity. First, end product of creative thinking. Second, everyone has different creative power. Third, it is natural one. 4. Source of joy and satisfaction to creator. 5. It has been involved divergent thinking. 6. It provides good performances. Dimensions of creativity. Spontaneous flexibility, fluency, sensitivity to problems, originality, elaboration, redefinition, types of thinking. Theories of creative processes. First theory, incubation theory. Second, convergent and divergent thinking theory. Third, creative cognition theory. 4, explicit implicit interaction theory. 5, conceptual blending theory. 6, honing theory. 7, everyday imaginative thought theory. Explanation going on. First, incubation theory. Incubation is a temporary break from creative problem solving that can result in insight. There has been some empirical research looking at a period of interruption from a problem may aid creative problem solving. Second theory, convergent and divergent thinking theory. J.P. Guilford draw a distinction between convergent and divergent production, commonly renamed convergent and divergent thinking. Convergent thinking involves aiming for a single correct solution to a problem, whereas divergent thinking involves creative generation of multiple answers to a set of problems. Detail about convergent thinking. It is refers to the generation of information from the given data, where the emphasis is on conventionally accepted best outcomes. Convergent thinking is a term coined by Joy Paul Guilford as the opposite to divergent thinking. It generally means the ability to give the correct answer to standard questions that do not require significant creativity. For instance, in most tasks, a school and on standardized multiple choice test for intelligence. Divergent thinking explanation. It involves thinking in different directions, searching and seeking some different variety and novelty. It is closely related with creativity. It simply means thinking out of the box. Divergent thinking is a thought process or method used to generate creative ideas by exploring many possible solutions. Look at this picture. Convergent thinking, divergent thinking. Look at this picture. For more understanding, divergent thinker. Think of all the possible way to reach the final solution. Convergent thinker think directly for final solution, omitting other possibilities. Difference between convergent thinking and divergent thinking. Convergent logical, divergent initiative. Convergent objective but divergent subjective. Convergent intellectual but divergent emotional. Convergent realistic but divergent imaginative. Convergent planned but divergent impulsive. Convergent discriminative but divergent holistic. Convergent structural but divergent freewheeling. Convergent qualitative but divergent quantitative. Next theory, creative cognition theory. In 1992, Fink proposed the Ganipolar model, in which creativity takes place in two phases. A, generative phase, where an individual constructs mental representation called pre-inventive structures. B, exploratory phase, where those structures are used to cope up with creative ideas. Fourth theory, the explicit-implicit interaction, EII. Halley and Son recently proposed a unified framework for understanding creativity in problem solving, namely the explicit-implicit interaction theory of creativity. EIA theory realizes 5 basic principles. First, the coexistence of the difference between explicit and implicit knowledge. Second, simultaneous involvement of implicit and explicit process in most tasks. Third, the representation of explicit and implicit knowledge. 4. The interaction of the results of explicit and implicit processing. 5. The interactive processing. Fifth theory, conceptual blending theory. Creativity arises as a result of intersection of two quite different frames of reference. The idea was later developed into conceptual blending. Sixth theory, honing theory. The creative processes is a way in which the individual hones means improving, and rehones an integrated world view. Honing theory emphasizes not only on the externally visible creative outcome, but also the internal cognitive restructuring and repair of the world views brought about by the creative process. Seventh theory, everyday imaginative thought theory. In everyday thought, people often spontaneously imagine alternatives to reality. When they think, if only, it has been proposed that the creation of counterfactual alternatives to reality depends on similar cognitive processes to rational thought. Stages of creative processes. According to Culford and Torrance, first, preparation, problem define. Second, incubation, over behavior. Third, illumination or insight. Formulate solution to problem. 4. Verification or evaluation. Determine correct one. 5. Application or elaboration. Look at this diagram. First, preparation. Second, incubation. Third, illumination or insight. 4. Verification or evaluation. 5. Application or elaboration. This is a creative process of cycle. First, we are going to detail about preparation. The first stage is the idea of preparation. The idea that you are immersing yourself in the domain. If you are musician, you are absorbing a lots of the music that is inspiring you to create this new piece. Second, incubation. The second stage is what we call the incubation stage. In incubation, this is when all the information that you have gathered in a preparation stage really goes back. It starts to in the back of your mind in the subconsciousness. Third stage, illumination or insight. The third stage is what most of the public think is a classic signal or sign of creative person. What is called the insight stage or insight step. Fourth stage, verification or evaluation. The fourth stage is this idea of evaluation. This is something I have a problem with. I think it is an area that a lot of creative people struggle with because of you have so many ideas and you have limited amount of time. Fifth stage, application or elaboration. This is a stage, application, testing the idea, working on the idea. If you are scientist, those days testing and micro testing products. This is the elaboration application stage. Measurement of creativity. Some researchers have taken a social personality approach to the measurement of creativity. In these studies, personality traits such as independency of judgment, self-confidence, attraction to complexity, aesthetic orientation, and risk-taking are used as measures of the creativity of individuals. There are two approaches to measure the creativity. First, creativity quotient. Second, psychometric approach. Detail about creativity quotient. Several attempts have been made to develop a creativity quotient of an individual, like the intelligence quotient. Second, psychometric approach. J.B. Guilford's group, which pioneered the modern psychometric study of creativity, constructed several tests to measure creativity in 1967. Plot tiles, where participants are given to the plot of a story and asked to write original title. Quick response is a word association test score. Figure concept, where participants were given simple drawing of objects and individuals and asked to find qualities or features that are common. Remote association, where participants are asked to find a word between two given words. Example, hand, dash, call. How to develop creativity? First, establishing purpose and intention. Second, building basic skills. Third, encouraging acquisition of domain specific knowledge. 4. Stimulating and rewarding curiosity and exploration. 5. building motivation, especially internal motivation. 6. Encouraging confidence and a willing to take risk. 7. Focusing on mastery and self-competition. 8. Promoting supportable beliefs about creativity. 9. Providing opportunities for choice and discovery. 10. Developing self-management. 11. Teaching techniques and strategies for facilitating creative performance. 12. Providing balance. Creativity versus health and diseases. Creativity to correlate with intelligence and psychiatrism. Divergent thinking was associated with bilateral activation of the prefrontal cortex. Individuals are better at accessing both hemispheres, allowing them to make novel association at a faster rate. Particularly strong links have been identified between creativity and mood disorder, particularly manic depressive disorder and depressive disorder. Creative thinkers possessing good health status, experiencing less amount of stress and anxiety. Creativity produce high mental status and intelligence. Physically fit, mentally well-being, socially active. Creativity is implication in nursing. Creativity has been applied every aspect of nursing for better nursing assessment, to accurate diagnosis, for client-oriented care. It is psychological medicine to treat various mental illness and physical illness such as stress. It is used to prevent the diseases. Creativity helps to nurses to promote holistic health such as physical, mental and social well-being. Conclusion. Thus, concepts such as intelligence, creativity, interest, aptitude directly linked with health status of people. It may cause diseases. For example, high intelligent person experience high health status than low intelligent person. Creative persons can create good health. Good aptitude have been promote superior health. So it has been used as a psychological medicine. For example, various psychotherapies on the basis of creative thinking to treat and prevent mental illness, also control physical illness, mainly management of chronic illness. It has been applied to every aspect of nursing, including care, cure, prevention, promotion and rehabilitation. It also used to solve the problems, mainly solve the healthcare problems, individual problems, also the social problems. It is used to promote intellectual development. For example, development of creativity have been improved intellectual capability.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.